Guys, and welcome to another episode of Chaos Talks Way Too Much. This is the first fan-made character and profile and the first scene of the game. And if we have enough time, even maybe a little bit of information on how the very first chapter of the very first region will play out. First of all, a little bit of information for you. The name of the cities and the region for the first part of this game are still to be determined. The question of the day will be, what do you think the name of the region should be, and list up to 25 names of towns. And yeah. Okay. So, first of all, this is the character profile of the professor of the first region of the game. I'm calling this Generation 0 because I consider Kanto Generation 1 region, and this would be the region of Generation 0, which does not exist, Anyways, her name is Professor Cherry. She is a female. She is 22 years old. She is the professor of the to be determined region. Her hair is pink. Her eyes are blue. Her intro Pokemon is Ditto. You know how when every professor pops up in the beginning of the game and he's like, "Hey, this is the world of Pokemon, yada yada yada. This is a Pokemon. Look at it, it's so cool." Her intro Pokemon is Ditto, and it will help to explain her role as a professor for her main study. And her main study is Pokemon growth and breeding. Growth meaning the effects of EVs, IVs, nature, friendship, etc., and how that affects, evolution, growth, leveling up, power, abilities, etc. Quick bio. She was a well-known trainer and breeder, and first to capture all the Pokemon in the to-be-determined region, but quit the trainer lifestyle when she realized she wasn't a very good trainer, but was a childhood prodigy for her breeding and Pokemon knowledge. She now lives the life as the blank region's Pokemon professor and the replacement for the daycare. A little bit of tidbit of information on the benefits of her being the replacement for the daycare. She will actually pay the player for daycare use, so that what eggs you don't take from the daycare, she will actually be keeping herself to hatch, and what she doesn't get you to, like, if you're not actually breeding and you just have a Pokemon in the daycare to level it up, then she will breed it with her Ditto, because she is hatching as many Pokemon as she can to research them. And also, I'm thinking about throwing a plot point in there about Pokemon in this region. All of them are on the endangered Pokemon list because up until just recently, after a recent war which wiped out Pokemon hunters in the area, Pokemon hunters were hunting down and killing Pokemon because different parts of each Pokemon species anatomy was used for black market medicinal use and drugs and stuff like that. This professor will give the player the choice of, I haven't decided yet, but 5 or 6 starter Pokemon. Any ideas on a 5 or 6 circular type matchup? Like, for instance, it would go, fire is kind of like, fire, water, and grass make a triangle. One is weak to one of the other types, but is strong against the other type. Except instead of going in a triangle, it would go in a circle. And I want it to be done so that it's dual typing. So that One dual-typed Pokemon is weak to the Pokemon before it in the circle, but strong to the Pokemon after it in the circle, and it goes like that repetitively. And it will either be 5 or 6 starter Pokemon for this region. And for the Kanto region, it will be 4 starter Pokemon because I will put, what's it called? Pikachu in with the starters. Only it will actually be a Pichu because I'm awesome and I think that you should start out with the lowest evolutionary form, especially for your starter. As well as the regional Pokedex and later on a upgrade for the regional Pokedex, what I'm calling right now the Poke Watch, which will include Pokemon and Me, Super Training, my version of the PSS, the Holocaster, and probably a few other things. A Friendship Checker, because if you remember, her field of study is for one of the things is for the effects of friendship on Pokemon growth. An IV EV Nature Calculator. This will calculate what your current IVs and EVs are, and it will calculate, you can calculate what the stats will be because of that in your nature at a certain level, what your base stats will be for competitive play, as well as, like, let's say you use Sword Stance 3 times with your stats at whatever they are for your base stats at competitive play, then it'll tell you what your attack stat will now be, things like that. And it will also calculate what the differences would be if you use this EV spread or this IV spread or whatever. So basically, it's everything that you wish you had automatically in a Pokemon game. And the Poke Voice, which will be a Pokemon translator, because, you can't really just sum up a friendship and affection level by a percentage of 1 to 100 or 0 to 100%. You gotta actually be able to talk to them and stuff to become even better friends with them. And then let's check it out. We may have to do the intro scene in the next video. Let's see real quick. Yeah. We are already at 7 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and make that the next video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Until then, game on, bros.